Hi there. Welcome. Dr. Darlene here with another amazing podcast that we have coming up with Mark Maxon in a moment. Let's talk first about how to get into the summit to really hear the content of a dozen or so speakers that have spent their whole life learning something, and they're going to tell you an amazing nugget in 5 to 20 minutes of time. So the way you get in this is, first of all, go to whatstopsyou.com. My website, whatstopsyou.com. And after you're there, a pop-up will come with a free gift. Click on that free gift because it's really good. And after you do that, you will get notified of information about the upcoming summit, how to register, etc., and how to buy my new book that we're really excited about called Power Up Your Marriage. I've spent decades working on this book. It's tried, true, and tested through my college classes, where they report what they've learned and how they've really enjoyed the content. So I'm just really excited to have that available for all of you. Today, Mark Maxon is one of my buddies. I think we go back, 20 years?
That's about right. A little bit longer than that, Dar.
Yeah. Except I have to admit, the only thing I've ever seen you in is a suit and tie. So awesome that you just came in from the gym, and this is the way we roll today.
I apologize. I cut my schedule tight today, and I didn't have a chance to prepare for this. Not as far as my attire is concerned anyway, but everything else is up here. It's good to be with you, and thank you for the invitation, by the way.
And I really appreciate you throughout the years. You've really helped me, coached me. We've coached each other. Mark and I spoke together for what, years in a seminar, the same seminar that was a monthly seminar with another fellow colleague.
Yes.
That was fun.
A wonderful other fellow.
Yeah.
And an entire team around us.
Yeah, but I learned a lot from John Bro.
My hair was a lot darker.
Your hair was black, and my hair was this color.
Yes, it was. Yes. And you look great, by the way.
No, thank you. It might not be this color if I didn't, do something about it.
Well, you know what? It looks marvelous.
Oh, thanks.
Truly. You always look beautiful, girl. Well, anyway, you're a wonderful human being, and I want to thank you for all the help that you have provided me over the years. And you've even worked with members of my family. And it's always been a positive experience, Darlene, and I thank you for that so much.
Thank you. It's just fun to have colleagues throughout the lifespan.
Very much so.
So, Mark, tell the audience, ladies and gentlemen, what your background is, just briefly, and why they should listen to you. And we'll go to that point.
Oh my gosh. I remember the days of touting myself all the time. You have to, right? We have to sell ourselves. And I don't care who you are, what you do for a living, at some point in time, you must influence others. You're also influencing people in your personal life. Well, that's been my life. It's been the study of influencing others. Some people refer to it as selling. That would probably be an accurate assessment. I started as a very young adult within the Fortune 500 and Fortune 50. I was educated by corporate America, and my specialty has been sales and marketing over the course of all these years, 40 plus years now. The last 25 years, Darlene, I've been a consultant, a trainer, an author, a radio talk show host. I've been involved in every form of communications imaginable. And so I decided to write about it. I wanted to share with other people what took me years, in some instances decades, to learn. And you run across these companies out there, these so-called gurus that are marketing their very expensive training programs and personal coaching, which can have a substantial value, no doubt about it. I decided that I wanted to give back for all that had been granted me in my lifetime. And I feel very blessed, very fortunate, and I'm in gratitude for it. So I took a wealth of information, and there's no exaggeration in that, because I've helped build multimillionaires over the course of my career, people that started with nothing that now, well, they live the dream. And I've been fortunate enough to have a good piece of that dream myself. So I thought I'd put it in the books and make it affordable. For the price of a lunch today for two people, that people could gain their hands on that wealth of information, whether it be a printed copy, printed book, or whether it be Audible or Kindle. It's right there for them. And if they'll just pull the trigger and move forward and either listen to that content or read that content for themselves, I'm very confident they're going to unlock some tremendous magic in their career, and it's going to empower them to move forward at a heightened level to attain the things that so many of us want. And that's freedom, right? Financial freedom,
Right.
and the trappings that come with it.
So with the content of your book, what for the summit, what are you going to pull from that wealth? Because you've got like 4 books or something. Tell us, don't give away the nuggets yet. Just kind of tease us.
Well, I do in the books. I really do.
Talk about in the summit.
Okay, just so you know this, in the books, I don't hold back. I want them to have the ingredients that make all the difference in personal success and success within business. But in the upcoming summit, I'm going to focus on the 3 critical areas that people typically miss. I've seen it time and again in all the training I've done over the years, and it's costing them a tremendous amount of money. It's also creating a great deal of frustration for them, no question about it.
Yeah.
So within those nuggets is the ability to move to the higher levels within your competitive arena. I mean, I've worked with people taking them from the bottom of their division in the state of California to 16th in the entire nation within a major corporation, and story after story like that. It's not unusual for people to take this content and increase their sales volume 25 to 50% in the first 90 days, let alone 180 days. And there's no exaggeration in that. I just wanted to give it to them. So in this upcoming summit, I'm going to cover those 3 things. And I assure you, you don't want to miss it.
And I love your topic, finessing the sale. And that's where the little takeaways are that aren't intuitive. And I've kind of talked about it. There's some things that are not intuitive. So I think this is a really great setup for the people listening, that they can know that there's something really great, especially at the end of your presentation.
Well, the last thing in the world any of us want to experience is being sold, right?
Yeah.
We want to be in control as a consumer. And so the most accomplished associate within the sales industry, whatever they're selling, is able to finesse their way through the process. And as such, that consumer, whether it be a client, customer, is going to come away feeling served, not sold, served. I used to take offense if somebody told me that I was a remarkable salesman.
Right.
I actually didn't like that. I preferred that they looked at me as a consultant more than anything.
Well, and I've seen your work, I've seen your action, I've seen your results, and finessing the sale is the perfect topic for you. So thank you for coming on today. Really appreciate it. I know that everybody else here is anxious to hear what you have to say. I'm just anxious to take that. Also, what is your bonus gift that you're offering for free for people who are interested?
I'm glad you asked. I'm going to provide a chapter on the personality behavioral matrix. And that's one of the areas that people fall short.
Right.
And it starts clear back in the introduction in the sales process. And that is evaluating the person that we're in front of. Because be assured they're evaluating us at a conscious and subconscious level. And so the whole purpose of this is to identify who you're communicating with and what type of style they have with regard to their communication.
Perfect.
Dar, I'm preaching to the choir on this one when I tell you that people are assessing us at a subconscious level, whether they like us or they don't, pretty quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whether they feel comfortable with us. And so one of the most important things that I want to convey to anybody is that the way to earn the sale is to build a natural rapport. And I'm not talking about skiing or golfing or something you have in common with them. It's the way you project yourself and the way you speak. And then they automatically, at a subconscious level, relate to you. And if you're like them, they feel comfortable with you and they're inclined to trust you. you know, at the same time, I think one of the biggest mistakes people make in the sales arena is they think they need to be liked. I've had a lot of people spend a great deal of money with me that didn't like me initially, but I'll tell you what they did feel about me. Okay. They had confidence in me. They knew I knew what I was talking about and what I could bring to the table because I asked the right questions.
And this is based, as we've talked through the years, upon that personality matrix. That's one of the main frames. So, you know, I just think that's going to be a really great gift that everyone can really get into and chew into and help their life generally, let alone with, you know, sales and marketing.
Well, and it's a natural way to garner respect. Right. And that's why people buy. They buy from you when they have confidence in you, and they have confidence in you when they respect you.
Right. Perfect. Well, thank you, Mark. I
Look
really appreciate you. Love you. Love your wife, Tricia. I just am really excited that you're part of this deal, and we will talk soon, and we'll see you on stage there with the
Darlene. I'm honored. Thank you for the opportunity. Excited. Right. God bless you. Love you too.
Okay. Talk soon.